Now, Mohamed Tyrell from Voice of Salone Network. Today, now October 22nd, on the Friday 2021. As you all know, as soon as see the title tonight, I want follow we can discuss something where we know say very important now we society, now we culture. Um, Even though not a part of we culture, sorry, but today happen in our society now and how we will prevent time from making it happen to of one them. And as soon as see the title say how we go prevent scandal on social media. As we know, these days with technology, most of we they use them, but we already focus on the advantage. Sometimes attention to disadvantages them. So now that make I say tonight you go find for make we come and talk about them. Tonight I'm in one in and I go allow the audience then for make una sec be part of this program tonight. Now we talk about them here. We African culture in most cases, we not say we come to sex na it's taboo. Something we not can like for talk about. But as we not say the African culture slowly don't they combine with Western culture. And but putting in the way acceptable in the Western culture, way not acceptable on the own side. And we say like say um, at this point they're not reaching the crossroad. But at the same time, we're not able to run away from something where they come with. As we all know, these days on social media, we don't see plenty sex tips of ordinary people and sometimes even celebrities fall victim to them here. So before we go any further, I go ask Una, make Una go ahead and share. Una share the video them so that we will get people in love with come, love with discourses. Because as much as we all feel say this kind of topic here, they above we not too easy for law we what happen to we. I will tell you say with this today discussion, I will come in, I will explain some area and two and I will tell you say everybody can be a victim in one way or the other, whether you participate in them fully or not. Sometimes they need people tip the way they come out, they know they will be part of them. Some people are not even be part of it and even know how what it happened. So with the discussion tonight, we be able to come and explain some of the things that we need for know and how we go able for prevent that. So you know what happen to we or we love one them. So again, I want to welcome on all to the show. If now you first time this now, welcome to the show. And yeah, on our family show, we dey talk about things and we will move society forward and anticipate problem. We talk them and find way for solve the solutions. I mean, find the problem with better solutions. Then. So tonight, like I say, I will try for explain some few things them to family them and try for open the phone line as we dey go, so that I will bring una into the discussion. Now we talk about them because I know say people like I say with society not seeing this not taboo. We come to sex, even we young picking themselves, we not feel comfortable for explaining some of them things here to them. Some of we know what thing ever happen, but how much we go able for sit down so okay, like, call me picking. Now we talk about the situation, how for prevent them. And young people in these days with cell phone at their hand, most of we will find ourselves in the Western world. You will find out see we picking them at an early age, we don't give them cell phone. And we don't know what they do with their cell phone here, how much responsible them be with them. So I think say as a parent, make we come engage, let we talk. Let we open some areas where we not feel comfortable for. Make we even evaluate ourselves and some of the things that we do unwillingly or sometimes unconsciously because of out of love or out of negligence or something else we not even get control over. But how we will be more cautious and for watch we surrounding and know say, okay, this point here, if it happen, if I see them and at this age where I go act, make we get the discussion as adults them as Salone people them, and even as Africans them, so that we will prevent them here from happening. So make I get to the topic now a little bit. As we all know, even while with Salone society, sex tape they know they come out plenty. And where it come out, we don't find out say people are so excited for sharing. They all over the place. All man they try for share the sex tape, all man for be part of them. But the thing is that people when they come, some people will frown, say, okay, well, I hate this thing that happen. Why this person don't do this here? How this tip come? But at the same time, you will find out, say, the people them, wait and say they know the part of them, they not let what thing happen. Now they more the share. They even to one extent, I know in a Salone community, they may even get a group when they call themselves say, "One you don't come out to it don't happen now with hospitals and a Salone, it happen now with universities them, it don't happen now with schools them, it happen now with homes them, with school picking them when under age picking them, when they go school and Salone. We don't see how with grown folks them, big man and big woman there. We don't see how to married man and married woman there. We don't see how with boyfriend and girlfriend or somebody married, try to go mess with somebody where they're not married, all them video don't leak. So the question I would ask is what thing we need for do for make sure say we prevent then tapia even or how we go even sensitize to say well even some of them tea are not even okay. But again, somebody go ask the question, would that not mean for tell you how you earn your wealth or your partner for satisfy yourself now in a bedroom? Because the truth is now, some people then like for videotape themselves as a fantasy between them between the man and the woman for their own pleasure. Then eventually them tape here fall on the wrong hand. It don't come outside. Waiting now we own responsibility as citizens them or as people them towards them here where it don't leak out. How waiting now we own rule day. So now let we talk. Now I want to get to this point of the family responsibility. Then also talk about the culture around the tape and also how then tape here can happen for fall on the wrong hand, either willingly or unwillingly. Uh, I will come to the celebrity like Tiwa Savage. We know say you don't tape they out yet right now, and even that I want to ask a question, a important question. This sex tape of Tiwa Savage they out now because now out of somebody that's try for scammer or a publicity stunt. Because when I don't go on social media, I don't pay attention to some things them, I don't listen to people them. They see then two questions here they come side to side. And somebody try for blackmail is the case of blackmailing where some blackmailer where he lay hand on the tape. Where you know about say and extort money from him, where he talks say he not go even fall into that. Other people they look at him say no, there's a possibility I say Incessive probably know about this tape here and I wait for sale album, now wait for become now wait for become for selling album, making album be more popular. But the question we go ask now, if somebody gets them here, waiting at even the relationship between sex tape and fame among celebrities these days, waiting we as a society demand. How we go 1 minute we say we frown against sex tape, but at the end of the day, when somebody do we make them a millionaire and celebrity. Waiting out your message will they send out. Because it sounds like say there's a lot of mixed messages. And other people they look at celebrities back as a role model. Like what happens to Tiwa, when a celebrity talks, this is supposed to happen because plenty of young people look up to Tiwa as a celebrity and also a role model to young people around the world. So the question now we try for ask is, who that's not a role model and what's in the meaning of a role model, what are the meaning first of a role model? And now if we look at the celebrities then, we go now said now role model then for we picking them. So we get for ask ourselves that question and come back and look at definition. What in our role as parents them compared to a celebrity within a state, we we know in life or some we even know in life, and but as a parent again, waiting with the install with young picking them. That's the picking them for look up to. Now the parents name or the celebrity. So there's a lot of questions that we need for ask and answer the question as we go, and also sensitize ourselves, and then give with that ammunition so that tomorrow whether thing they come up within with family or outside, we will be more prepared for where we go. But answer them questions here and educate or sensitize either ourselves or we love one them around we. This is not a very easy discussion, a very hard discussion. Mrs. Fast is on here. Not all I will tell you I get the answer to. Now that make us say I go come, now we discuss them as a family. Now we talk about the things that we feel say it's challenging to be safe. Even though I tell you I not get all the answers, but I mean I get few answers them to some of the things them where I feel say they happen. And I get few questions that my when me self get where I go ask the public for let una go be part of this discussion here. Make una help me with answer them questions here about why make some of them things they happen and how we look at the things, some of the definitions them, or some of the way we don't look at the past. Is it the right way or not the right way? it comes to, at the start with the family responsibility. Like say at the beginning of this show, most of we the Africans them no keen comfortable for talk about sex where it comes to where picking them. Even the mama themselves not to team where they're comfortable with. And you can find out say plenty picking them, I believe, you talk to them compared to the one the way now the Western them, when they come on the Western wall. You go find out say that rapport between mama and Pekin for talk about details about sex, and they sit down they talk about and they ask different questions. We on home that also we come out, not to things where it come on for let mama and Pekin talk about sex. But the area we don't can find with safe with social media area, with cell phone, how much we know about to picking them use of the cell phone. What are the contents in the watch? When only not host to we waiting they know waiting they do online. What then they talk to the people they talk to, waiting they share with them people in there. So we get for be open and be ready and be willing for take the extra step. Waiting we go able to experience them for make sure say we prevent to begin because people in talks people in talks will get info. All man know not all man know how for control them here in way you get password. We so busy that them can't here we work too much, not what people will follow up and say then go any step where they take we will know. Plenty, I don't see plenty parents when they talk say trust me, me pikin no go involve in NTI, me pikin no go no where you can't NTI, not me pikin. Then tomorrow they can't find out say you pikin on the 20 step beyond what you did. So as a family, the African family, we get for really open up a little bit. But how we get for open up? Start the discussion for start. What for start the discussion? When the discussion for open. So some of una we don't get this idea before. I think say you go find for let una come in and help we out so that we say go learn from una about some of the discussion and how una begin the discussion here. What's make una begin the discussion? When una begin the discussions, not beginning about the cell phones them and they act, what's in the watch. And some ego find even some of them became when they go get that to them boyfriend them and they even videotape themselves. And then eventually then say end up for the social media. And the other thing I could talk about now, they ask now is that when this still happen, plenty people them way happen to this lady Tiwa. Plenty people them in vex because then they look and say the woman now a celebrity. And the celebrity and talks in a role model. So what are a role model? We understand say if you go back and look at the definition tells you say a role model now somebody where people they look up to, they want for emulate them, they want for copy that person they what they do. But the question we ask ourselves now, me ask one today. Because somebody now is that make them a role model, because somebody gets a talent for sing or for act or for for that automatically make that person assess where if I be a role model for picking them. This question I think say we need for open up a little bit bigger because somebody go say okay yes I'll try to look at the two angle to look and say oh yes of course because if I look watch like Beyonce is a musician a multi-million dollar industry in Mandaron. Everybody gonna let you pick in and be like that one day. Now, a fine woman, they do everything right. But the thing is that the old man go tell like a Beyonce, or somebody go look at back and say, okay, hold on. And now we look at another celebrity where we all admire, somebody like R. Kelly, when a very talented person, say gets a big industry, all man the world want for be like him, but now we can't find out what's him involved in. The behavior may be involved in unacceptable. We can look at the point back at somebody like Bill Cosby, where all man mean look at in America, say in America daddy because of the movie, a very talented part. Then we can't find out say he do something else where unacceptable. So now the main question asked is because somebody now is a celebrity, does that automatically make him a role model for picking them? And if so, yeah, if not yes, then why? If no, then why not? Because I try to make the case on both sides then. For come back to this tape of Tiwa, I got two things here where I want for bring out Naya, what we discuss. The first thing we're asking the program, if this thing will happen with now a publicity stunt for an album, is still release because we find out someone like Kim Kardashian, when they first come in the scene, we only say because of in sexual tape we even put out make a celebrity na millionaire, a popular because of the sell sex. So like Cardi B, because it sell sex make it a popular today. Nicki Minaj, because they sell sex and talk about sex or sexual business and then video them, make them popular today. Does that also apply now? Or this now a real a victim of somebody who take advantage of them and try to put them out there, they stand against that person or stand against that situation there. So, but before I go any further, I will ask the technical team for make them go play a 17-minute video of an interview of Tiwa Savage where he talk about this ordeal where he go through. Lord will listen to him, then we come back now and put the discussion on Tiwa. Lord we go beyond Tiwa Savage and look at we own community as well. But then we just pick up to the pick day. Okay, then say I get a call on the line. Make I get this caller in quick before I play this video. Make I get in on side before we go come and play. I know I will just put them on Tiwa, but Lord brought them into the community because we know the community sexual tip and until they come out. And then still they come out either in a salon or Naya. So make I bring this caller in first before we get to the video and then we'll expand the discussion. Good evening, caller. With the name of the call phone, please.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir? What name was the call from?
Well, I call from America to the Upper Derby, Delaware County. I mean, I try to deal with a couple of issues, but I think your issue you present is very broad. To make a narrow myself to the internet issue.
Go. Listen.
Yes. So in that case, now I think about the influences. What do they influence people? Will take or videotape people and put them on the internet and disgrace them or probably humiliate them in a way they feel the people mock them, though they are celebrities. I mean, being a celebrity, we are just human. There's nothing change about us being human to enjoy ourselves sexually or something like that. I mean, we have to express our sexual our affection to whoever we want to share with. But that don't mean say if I go share the affection with you because I'm a celebrity, you want to smear my name or destroy my name in the name of internet. We just don't meet up this what we call cyber age in the 21st century, which is the highest part of technology at this point in time. Not mean say that will influence you for just destroy my name. I mean, it's all about ethics as we are trying to expand based on the family education, your social connections, your religious teaching, all that things. Try to touch on that basis. I try to see how to summarize everything. So, like in this sense, I think as a man, a responsible man, and based off my culture from Sierra Leone, and as a Mede man, I don't need to do that. Whatever sex I have, whatever design I have for you, when it's done, it's done. I don't need to take your picture to disgrace you or to humiliate you and to blemish your character, which will smear you forever. That is a wickedness. But with the influence of all those kind of things we have in America, and people are Google those kind of things like the porn, the excess something, you know what I mean, the porn influence, they are afraid. People feel they are afraid themselves enough to do likewise. And we are losing our culture. We are really losing our culture because of those kind of influences or the kind of technological influences we have got in our mind. I have freedom to video you. You have freedom to video me. It's losing our culture. It's not good. Let's come back as we are saying. The ethical part of it is not good. We are not taught that way as Africans. Nigerians, we are surprised to have seen a lot of celebrities coming out with big videos based on hatred. It's not on technology at the same time, but it's based on hatred. Hatred and destruction. That's the problem. Because I'm at them speaking their own languages, and the Ghanaians on certain Facebook stuff, which we don't as Africans like Sierra Leone and Liberians, we don't do that, but they speak their languages on TV, television, even the parliamentarians, they speak their languages much more than English. The Ghanaians and the Nigerians, that I admire at them. But here, if we talk Creole in the parliament, we know what we can say. We know our own saying. But now it's a shame on us all, because we highly respected, and they are trying to push themselves as thunder, pushing this man trying to disgrace themselves. It's a shame. I don't know what they are trying to do to themselves. I just don't know what is happening in the world. But for me, it's scary, because if my kids have access to smartphones back home, and they have access to Google, those kind of things, it's a bad teaching to me. It's bad feeling to me, which I'm not expecting the whole world to become like this. In those days, to talk about sex, even to talk about sex to your comrade is terrible. Not alone to your family members, but to see you distributing your own friends, sex videos, distributing to the whole world, a celebrity, your own friend. Not only a celebrity, but to smear his or her own, her own respect, which commands the whole world. And we know what, I mean, if you look at the Quranic injunction and the biblical telling about sex, it's something to be kept quiet. But if we are speaking against those versions and trying to demonstrate our power and using technology, my brother, it's scary. It's a shame.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I will try for the guests that we got another caller. I'll bring this caller in first. Okay, we got two callers. I'll bring them in before we go to the video, because this is a family discussion. We need plenty phone calls and plenty people to come with them ideas. I will come up together and share them. Let me get the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name is the call from?
Good evening. This is FM from Boston. The call.
Yeah, Mr. FM. So what now you want to take about this program tonight, sir?
Oh yeah, my program. First of all, I want to say thank you for this program. It's very educative. Yes. But honestly, like what you say, me, I get a 16 years old girl speaking back home in Africa. Yeah. Up to now, I don't get mobile phone at only. Reason being for this insecurity with the social media stuff. I know say because the following mama you like to say online and stuff, you know, like to say now for this. Yes. But honestly, it's difficult, more especially when it comes to girl speaking. When it comes to girl speaking, it's difficult because the reason being how for monitoring, peer group pressure, all them things like that. So me up to now, there are people that say, "Oh, you don't big like that." Access to now for me, I'm on my cell phone. I say no. When she's responsible, because I don't tell them the disadvantages and advantages of social media and mobile phone. At one hour, I go back to Sierra Leone around 10 p.m. at night. On a weekend, I drive out on a beach. I show with some ladies the way they hang out there, where they also for money, excuse me for language. That I say most of these people never say not the opportunity for land book. Yeah, some of them get the opportunity, the people that get money, but because of the misuse their life, that's where they end up. Like, some of them totally don't get opportunity. That's why they live in this way, you know. But it's really, really difficult. I'm telling you, more especially we will get gas ticket there. It's very, very difficult. Than at the one part. Talking about the celebrity for being a role model, it depends how the celebrity comports itself. You know, because celebrity today in two ways: the characters and the money making. Everybody want to be celebrity based on the money, but nobody want to be celebrity forget big bad character. Depends to you going about. I believe there is this number of celebrities now just another society on their own. Yeah, because for let somebody just expose himself in nakedness or where they make love, just forget him or forget money. It might be possible, it might be not. Because I watch part of that interview of T.W. Savage, you know, where you will say like you don't really like care again anymore and this and that. It look like when you mentioned other celebrities you don't do them before. You might be staying at the same trend is one take for be more popular, but I know before this was not popular, but maybe you don't slow down. You see other celebrities even fake say, oh let like say don't die or the 60 years one for let us just get its fame. But honestly, this is a broader topic, a very good way to bring that camp up, but it's difficult. It's really difficult, more especially when it comes. Me, I don't be victim of this. Me cousin in Peking, in naked picture come on a Freetown. Yes. He almost want to go kill himself. Now me call him. I call him over 1 week I dey talk to him. Some things happen, get this over head. Because I first way like live left for come on. Yes, in naked picture. You know, I talk to him, console him. Yes, but it's really, really not easy. But that's to with the parents then, more especially I know they go at the women there. Africa mostly the woman they get a great role for play. Because like I say, we begin with like class 6. Unfortunately the admin in one group. One watch na in name the friends for social thing. I did it like 2-3 days, the observer was still gone. They are calling mommy. I say, what did this don't achieve where I go quit for a group? Oh, no, I just invited them. I say, no, you don't do that. You know? I say, you don't do that at all, at all, at all. What is the kid like you don't want quit for a group? Like soon as they begin push, begin tomorrow, they begin to say, you don't arrive. They begin to do what you're not supposed to do. You know, but it comes to the parents where they say, spend more time with him, from the morning to, and especially when it comes to social media. Honestly, but you know, really, really easy, my brother. I'm really happy that you have put a chance. I'll coming back. Yes, if I get any input back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much to the two callers there. Igele Kobo and I just talk. Okay, let me see if we can get one call about Unlost Sam. So I will just try for elaborate now before we get to the Tiwa and tape. And then we come back and but all of because it's not a broad-based thing, we have to look at different points because some situation they will not go run away from. This world we don't find ourselves and this area we don't find ourselves. This not a normal, it slowly become a normal thing. We're not supposed to be normal. It becomes something where you get for linger and we mind, and we change, and we mind them either as a parent or even a young person where they would love one. Okay, then so we get the caller. So make I bring this caller in first, then I will finish my thought because I want to give Una more time for what we discuss this, that we listen to each other today so that we will learn from each other. Good evening, caller. What's your name and where the call from, please?
Yeah, Mr. Festus again, I've now called a little bit a while. I agree with my brother with the talk, which is very good. I mean, this is like a school of thought. I mean, it touch on certain things where I really concur with them, and I really congratulate them, which is called. But again, as he said, it's a parental monitoring. A parental monitoring is good, but I mean, knowledge is power. Knowledge overweighs power. I mean, teach them what it is. Teach them the ethics. You know, phone answering, Googling. I mean, in America here, with me and you, they or other people. I mean, you get to restrict their password. There is a way as I did cyber security right now. There's a way we restrict their ban with how for download what certain things on what not to download, which will be difficult in Africa anyway. So like if you teach you picking them certain manners in terms of sex education, which was terrible in those days for letting mama say about sex education, teach them how it's damaging human characters, show examples, teach them some morals and some ethics, and make them see what it is. I believe if they're listening, I don't see from America here, which is a different scenario. But I believe that back home, our kids really, really listen to us from back home. From here, it's a different thing because they have peer influences, which my brother spoke about. I mean, in something like in kind of in sociology, those are the agents of socialization. School, peer influences, religion, the community, all those things are different forces. And if you look at philosophy, man is born innocent as a child. From the child of 0 age to 5. As soon as you start leaving your mom to go to play outside and ride a cooler, you start to learn different information from your kids, from your own friends. So it's very difficult to manage human beings. But at least if we not parent them, make not limit yourself to culture too much. Most tell pikin about the age now we don't reach the sex and the problem is and some mother for be careful. Some mother they bribe with money, they go the door with you, that they be doing, they know. So watch out, know how to use technology, know how to comport yourself, know what to go for. I believe say that would be nice. Education, I'm talking about education in different ways, whether in culture, in different teachings, what I'm emphasizing on. So I don't want to hold on much more on the line if people are available to talk, but this is like a school of thought. I don't want more contemplate basically on savage issue, which I just said it was a shame, but at least it's a moral lesson. It's a moral lesson for each and every one of us who get picking them and those who are innocent on the line, whether you are married or not, we have to know how to behave well because you cannot stop sharing your affection with whoever you want to share. I don't know her status, whether she's married or not. I don't know. But they don't. We are not told from the video that she was paid to have sex or not. They just leak her video. That is it. Nobody's not stopped to have, to have love, to make love. We are human beings. We have to respond to stimulus when it comes to come. So, like, the problem is morality. It's not permissible for me to have sex with people and that video somebody's daughter, which I have a daughter, I have an aunt, I have a sister, and I display her own picture to people because of I want to defame her. That's not even morality. That's not good. So those are all teachings we are lacking of because of technology. And this technology is very dangerous to our taste of Africa. But at least it's good again because it's facilitating development of other things. But let's be careful how to use those kind of things. So that's what I'm emphasizing on. So my brother, I'm really thanking you for bringing a kind of these things, but we don't want to focus on more of Tiwa Savage because they know what they are doing. They really try to bring themselves down. There's a really battle that going down among the Ghanaian actress and the Nigerian actress. There's a battle going down there, ranging from Bobrisky situation and all of that. There's a battle going down there. But this is a teaching of lesson to our people back there in the whole coast of Africa. Let us aware. This is not even doing. It's not happening in America, which me and you are living. It's not really happening much more because it's doable. If me go make sex with you, they go put me a video where me I get you partner in Africa, you go disgrace me. I will see it to court because they don't know what they are doing. That's just about ignorance. I want to have money, but they have to learn a lot. They really have to learn a lot. Let them just be careful what they are doing. Now, Wallace is arrested. Other people are arrested. It's just a calamity among the celebrities in Nigeria and Ghana, which we are really admiring. It's a calamity. Yeah, I mean, we all are following. So let them just be careful what they are doing among themselves. It's going to be a very serious calamity if they don't be careful and put themselves into order. Let money don't fool them. So with all these things, they are teaching our kids a very bad lesson because African women are really relying on Nigerian food, which you and I know, and which is very, very bad teaching. So if they are trying to add this, what?
Thank you very much, caller. Then see we got another call on the line. So I'll bring that caller in before I'll be able to elaborate on some of the points I want to make. Good evening, caller. What name say the call from, please?
Hey, see you. Listen, you call just a quick one day when I want for two light on this sex stuff where they go on at the wall.
Yes, sir.
Me, I want to base everything on last year on the roots, the way the person was brought up. Okay, like see you come out from a decent family. You know, say all them things there where they go on now at the wall. You're not supposed to do them. You live near the wall, but you're not there with them for waiting that they do, right? We make something like a fashionable something presently. When that they get them from all angles, we they call to the internet. I see every caller they call internet. What about where they go to school? Right? When company they don't copy them from them papa and mama where they in a room, maybe in a one room the whole day. So when they talk about something where people they say Africa where we're not supposed to now they still don't boku. Me I can for call things by their name. And anything when I do I come inside, right? Then people after the land and done with their mama and papa, they don't go already in school. They go teach them company and they will not sabi nothing. Not today out and girlfriend business can begin coming, then begin influence themselves or begin do all sorts of crazy stuff. I can always tell young man them just like me. I tell them say man, at your age now from 1 to 28, you know you discover yourself it. Even you career especially no better it. Then you want to make another life. We you know discover yourself, then you will discover another life. How you want yourself so let the day before we don't discover another life you have to take care of. So when they say for like I'm teaching the girls about all these things, what about the boys? They're also supposed to know that you're supposed to tell the boys that if you keep doing this thing, it's going to slow you down, it's going to slow your progress, it's going to slow everything about you, right? Let me take something quick out there about this thing where they gone for this savage lady here. So me and the take and say na celebrity again. Now again, after us, waiting you get for lose nothing. If you even show say it don't dance naked or it almost dance naked done already na stage. So waiting at the big deal. I don't care as long as I make the money. We don't see all other celebrities and they make the money. Now we work for them. So then they take and say, well, after us. Come on, waiting at the big deal. Okay, let me go back again to role model. I just the touch after the coming fight back. Let me go to role model. I get a role model then I'm in life. But not to everything waiting that they do, me they do. And that's not in bring different thing between me and them. I copy all the best from the best. Then I become more than the best. Then I'm able to live a decent life. You can't tell me say you're not a role model. Yeah, you get your vices. You must make mistake along the way. But along the way also I will follow you. I will scrap those mistakes them to make and not make them. One of the role model and me daddy. Some things from the out there is do. When I dey fight so hard not for do one. Because I want to live differently. Even when I get me girl picking, she's about 10 years of age. Not even about 10 years of age. November 5, they make her 11. Every single day, I go America in the salon. When we go, now the back to school, I dey call her name, they talk in the morning. We come out, we talk, I dey ask her everything. And there is nothing they out way to go between you and we are not supposed to know. So again, the papa them, they play a great role back again and then picking it like, no, let's say picking saying I just say mama. Right? You papa, you supposed to come around you girl picking. You supposed to teach them some few things for them. I go left fire so then I will come inside back to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brad. And thank you to the caller. Them. This is a very interesting topic, even though a very tough for we as Africans them and also as man them. But if I'll be honest to myself and touch the topic them the way we know say tomorrow, let it hurts we for the better for the betterment of us for picking them. Now I don't listen to the caller them all, but I can't play a devil's advocate now small. But on two areas them. First, people can talk about upbringing. I believe say sometimes they not can go directly like that because I tell you I will show you plenty pastor picking them and man picking them where they end up be strippers them because of waiting we ask for. This is where our Lord we pay attention to. It look like say we the audience them they ask for this, we they ask for a sexual content where then they give we and we the pass on to picking them unknowingly. And then where the thing don't manifest itself, now to this point where they come, we say they will so slowly now because it become a trend and a pattern and a behavior. Now it don't go beyond we have. If we watch how them musicians they dress. Now a sexual content in the sale. If they dress well, then cover themselves, we not they buy them product. We they ask them, so we want a sexual content from them. Now making the finance the dress. Show them doors. Sometimes if you wear doors, then wear clothes, they expose them everywhere. We love them. The music, some of them music when they sing, some of them need to go back and listen to the lyrics. The words inside the music is sexual content. It is sexual. The more sexual it is, the more they sell the album, the more we buy them, the more we love them, the more we dance to them. We begin to watch or they listen to the music here. Sometimes even what they watch now with cell phone, these are sexual things we watch on our cell phones. We begin the hangover we they watch the content now with cell phones. We make a normal and we always we're not saying like say it big. They begin them grow up for see we do that. Unconsciously we don't know say we don't train them because say this is acceptable. So sometimes we feel say, okay, this became a young, you're not supposed to reach this point. But sometimes we the parents them back need for be careful, because the reality is that we self they ask for them here, we they ask for the sexual content, but when they give the act, they also don't want them. Because the question I want to be calling justice just now, they already expose themselves. Nothing they don't do all the time. So if they say now say they can take one more step for sell more album, which again we ask ourselves, what do we want? Because when them dress them way or them put a sex video out, we all the on social media right now, they buy them content. We they listen to them with the video, the more we click on it, the more money they make online. The more the video they sell. Right now they play Tiwa Savage in song na party, everybody almost everybody get for dance to them because it don't become popular now. We get artists that when they sing better than them girl here, but because they cover themselves, then they sing song where not sexual. We don't listen to her when they buy them. So now we ask ourselves, what's not the content we want? What are we asking for? What do we need? Because this is not businessman them. What do we they buy? Then they go for sale. And right now, it look like say sexual content. 9 day out now. When we talk about Africa, when I forget say where Africa man they all copy something, we the worst person they will copy from. We most of them say we copy, they therefore take them from the white man. We don't go take them, we don't take them to different level in terms of doing things. Now you find out say even when you're picking themselves in school, go back and watch video in the community with primary school them or secondary school in Africa and different countries there. See how they begin the dress, see how they begin to emulate someone like Nicki Minaj, and they shake them waist in a classroom, videotaper. Now you find out say the boy and say now when they get sex with the picking, they want to make a videotaper. Even some tape they say the picking, they say they ask the boy and say they want for videotape themselves. Young people at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Even some of the adults themselves. You don't take girlfriend, a videotape or your boyfriend. Then tape here then na your phone. So man go tell you now, so okay, delete them. Yes, but one thing we forget to realize say sometimes when you delete the content here off your phone, it's still in your hard drive. Somebody where in number phone can they retrieve them by pull them back. So the question is now me they ask we all, what thing we need for do for make sure say we prevent we say from identity and not happen. Either to where we picking them. Waiting at the solution here. Because if we talk about morality, the question is how moral are we? Because we say they watch their content here. The African music them right now is sexual. Okay, we get 3 calls them. Let me then call them because I know say this guy for be one of the topics that tonight we'll get forget everyone. They allow don't limit to that 3 minutes because the calls they get for come plenty. So let's get the first caller in. Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from, please?
Me?
Yeah, go ahead. What name you say the call from?
Isa Ezekiel, they come from Oregon.
All right, yes. What do you take on this topic tonight, sir?
Very, very interesting topic. Let's go with the Savage Young part first before I go to culture. I know why we get complicated or confusing. There are times when you they fall in love, where you deal with somebody, it's just normal love, una deeper, and una can do a lot of things in common. Way not to the person where you they end up for marriage. Maybe one person being there in that relationship with a determination, say this not the person at the marriage. But then that not happen. So at certain point, most of the dirty things that we una be done do, and then one person where in no stay to the code of morality where they happen between una, then in go expose them either for money or for the crime. So Allah we not get too complicated and confusing in that end. It's possible that person you've been there in a true relationship, hoping that una go married, but then that person, either one person mess up, then the other person left. Now as a result, somebody else is misappropriating that trust. So it happen all the time. And the Lord will not be so innocent to the idea that there are some times where we'll be done in a relationship wholeheartedly. For Lord, we do the right thing with that person. And in the process, there's a lot of, simple things that way you not be taken big for your own enjoyment. Then it turn into something different. So now that me go left and day. It all depends to the people the way they've been in the relationship. You as a man, you know, say you get forget young girl in your life. You know, want somebody else whether you picking go down show true love to, and as a result that they not come together, then that person go and sabotage them. You not gonna be a happy dad. Then don't do it to somebody's daughter. Now that one day now they are the left arm. So now we come to culture. Me in a village I grow up. When then they talk about Bondo society, the time when they are picking at the go about Bondo society, some of them are already in the puberty stage. When then they ready for pull and ado, then they were nothing. Bobby and everything now just sneaker night deck in their pandemic. You know? So this is a practice there in Sierra Leone. When then they say Bondo society and the time to bring them up. We have seen that it happen. So some cultures definitely we not encourage that. Then they go in that bush. They definitely for train them for get certain behavior to the man where they married to the family, to people where they're old, where they're old, where they're young, where they're old people and for respect them. But when then they count them na town for celebrate that occasion, and then they were not even their boobs are out. So in this day and age, if then they do that, they for even celebrate that, somebody go to that village day for that celebration, it go be decried on. So there are certain definitely culture where we want for preserve. There are certain culture where we want for make some changes on that. So now we know categorize everything into culture, and again somebody be talk about moral. If you teach you picking the moral behavior, you they take them. If na Quran you believe, you teach them about the morals, them way they inside Quran. If na Bible you believe, you teach them the morals of the Bible. It's possible you will train them throughout that time till they come to college age. When they go to college, then display something else because they will expose themselves into different environment. So.
All right. Yeah, like I said, there are low stick to the 3 minutes. I know say topic tonight, but you can call back there if you want to add some more. Look at the next caller. Good evening, caller. Within the most of the call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, caller. Within the most of the call from.
I call from New York.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. What think you can take on this topic tonight?
Yeah, Manager Gimaya. Yeah, I just look out how to prevent sex scandal on social media. I've been listening to one me brother where they talk about the culture. I want to differ from because me they come up from a Mede tribe, and when they make that initiation, they go teach them how you behave yourself in public. And me as a Mede person, where I don't see where people they put it out now the bush, they bring the cam, I don't see them dressed there in naked. What thing normally can happen? They take the palm tree, something, they make them fine designer, make them and put the cover their breast. So I want for differ. It might be other tribes because we have many tribes in Sierra Leone. That is it. But I just try to make a sound judgment about my own tribe, how they do their initiation, where they come out in the town. Then I want. And the other thing I want to bring out, I go shift some of the blame to the woman them, where they didn't at the home. Because if you look at what they happen now, woman they condo, man where they cost money cost. But like me when we grew up, my brother, where if they come up for what, so when they come out they what. You see them boy picking and they wear draws. Where the guy picking wear draws, what did they happen? They holler at the mommy we born them. How you make this guy picking so? But the boy picking what did they do? They go play with him prick. At that time, there was value for women. But now, a lot of women then, they condone, where they even they disgrace them. Like how some of we grew up in my own tribe. You know, man, they sit down, woman team up. It's not possible. They grab. A woman where you know sit down fine, you sit down, you open your leg. If they see you come a woman, they come, they patter your leg, she don't find. These are the things then. In the home, we need to monitor picking them. Where they go to school, where they come. How many parents they really when pick come on at school, they come. Where they really they ask them what happen at school. Back home, I tell you about Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. No day where it come then, what did go happen to them? That peer groups, we therefore focus our attention on peer groups. Peer groups then are the damage picking them. When they talk to people then back home, they tell them say, we get what they would call pedophiles. Not allow somebody buy something for give you that picking. Tell you got picking, say anybody want to offer you something, no, go give to mama, go give to papa. But they are also irresponsible men. Because man when you strong at the home, that picking they come on fine. So these are the kind of things when they like when we demand them back, we need to sit down and for really like me got picking in Alphabet College. Why be for talk to her, my brother? I said, don't look at me as you daddy. I talk to you. What you demand the people for do? I said, now you don't go to college. I said, if I know, I said, anyone when they see you, they want to do with you. But what I tell them, anytime when somebody they try to seduce you, a lecturer, make sure that you phone there on record. They record no more. You send it to me. Me they handle that situation. So therefore teach we picking them how to handle situation where it's negative to them. Just for example, what happened at Philadelphia trade. Can you just imagine where the man go rape woman? Now they tell what me brother and I say if me did the fast I go die. But me at the advance, he raped the woman. People that they said the trade, they could not go to go help that woman. It's like they all they admire. Now they don't value woman. We need for value woman they will demand it. We need for value woman. Just for respect woman. So now that's the contributions. Maybe I will come back later.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Because I know see the line, I see the queue right there heavy. Look at the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from, please? Good evening, caller. What name you say the call from?
They call from Dubai. I'm sorry, it's almost 5 a.m. I don't wait for this program. They are
go ahead.
A humble American survey just want to make. There are a lot of issues where we discuss about Salone, but this back number because they teach we the youth them. But to be honest, CEO, a lot they go on Germany where we facing a dande for we don't come up. I not condemn the program and stuff like please let people know count me wrong.
No, as we can get some information as soon as we get them will come on.
All right. This topic is really nice, but let's go to we leader them. Me, I always set an example for my country. Yanda na other man country though now we brother them as well. Then Tiago na they talk about even to diaspora and them because me self the out of the country. I'm 30 plus now. Where you get some man where they are above 40, 50, when I in the condo, then small picking there for them chicken change when they send. And they can't go to the big woman then because they don't say some big woman. And though the useless one then I'm sorry for my language. Some big woman in the way then they behave like then they defend 20s where then they equally do so. But waiting at the advice from anybody, mean an IT person. Phone not to a secure place for hide your personal thing. If you say you safe, you're not ever safe. Even to them communication, they are what they do, they are monitored. Lightest mistake way they do, where if you say your phone secure, your phone not ever secure, that is the password you expose. Like you just forgot some certain thing there. Let's take an example. We current how you call ourselves the fine boy na parliament. in sex tape be come out, where it be public na social media. In fact, one thing self we lost in that country, pride not there, dignity not ever there again in that country, the culture not there in our country. Are they equally mentioned against the Bongo? I don't know if una be watch some of them clip them the way even to in song them they make, and they all na immorality at that age. I condemn them there, but I wasn't hard because me not a celebrity. I'm not in the country. That man they na AYV they ask young girl when you born, young titi there. Show me how they make. There is no respect anymore. To be honest, we I mean the other way now we hold model there. I mean other country they now them force not get respect. So and we get equally people the way they America, they pay small girl the way they able born. Say do for me, show me you this, show me you that. Me, I know they talk for please anybody, but it is undone. I dare somebody say, Andrea, Lord go live, I want to do video. I said no, I respect you like how I respect I respect me, mama. So don't do it, and I will never encourage you to do it. Because if I see nakedness, I dey equally take to me picking because I don't want God picking. And anybody na you mama, and not mean say you for come on in womb. Now that respect if any man get down there, you know will condone down there to any woman. I don't know how some people and they feel for see woman in nakedness. It is wrong. Especially with elderly people. Salone first na the worst side. Then people are there na their business and they do. And this is the end time. To be honest with you, all end time will be where they happen. So if you go to the Bible or the Quran, if now God they fearing people there, they're gonna say this at the end time. Now business and they do. Thank you, like I mean other people in chance.
All right, well, thank you very much. Because now I want to cover we own size or ordinary people and go back to the leading union and watch and let we make we own judgment about the tape. Because again, like we say, whether we like it or not, we don't find ourselves in this world who say celebrities win a part of the world now where we because now we buy the album, now we promote and things, and now we fight for them on social media, now we dance for them, now we cry for them. And then we picking them and emulate same people here. Because if you watch one of these girls, I forget him in South Africa, where he come with one dance, where in your dance, I will do sexual dance. You can find out, see this baby have become a world sensation. And you don't get money out of that. Kim Kardashian, plenty woman and young woman until they want to be like Kim Kardashian. What make Kim Kardashian popular in the world? Sex tape. Of course, Nicki Minaj. Plenty became now with schools and now all around Africa and around the world, seeing Nicki Minaj as a role model. Why make? Because if they sell sex, talk about sex, sing about sex, dress sexually. So again, we as even parents them or the people in the world, waiting we get out of a celebrity them. And also, if again, like ask a question, I role model for picking them, and they were then as the one we picking emulate. If not them, then waiting we picking them for land from them. They have to take the full package or just a partial package, and which part of the package you have to take also there for left. What do we serve? They distribute now home. How? Because even we serve as adults, then we get the right for make love to we partners, and because like these days we all know say when it comes to sex, even at your home, it's like a competition. You go for increase your game to the next level. So sometimes the way they increase your game, you go for go beyond certain point. When some people feel say even videotape is part of it. So the thing is how secure, because now we only talk about cloud. Who do they control the cloud? Who are they in charge of the cloud? Where you put out the cloud? Who do I go for sale and cloud? Not go for sale the cloud. So these are questions that we get for ask ourselves. Nobody now not perfect now. We all not victim to it. But we're all human. But the thing is that what thing we go do for we go minimize how we go do for what we go do for make sure say when tape here they come out in order for be big as we it be. What thing we go do, because now we forget the other side, extortion. People anyway they go all out of finance here for make sure say they can put money in a yarn and say you're not getting money will expose the naked one to the world. And so man your business that normal. Who are them people in there? Who's go finding people in there so I go avoid them. But before I go any further, make I'll ask the team, make them play Tiwa in audio, video, Lord will listen to what he say and see if we will pick anything that will make sense and what he will say we will learn from what he say. If we believe in story or not, they can come back and take them from there. I know I put this best show on Tiwa, but Lord will use them as a pilot subjects now, yeah, so that we go learn from what in they go through right now and see if anything we go learn for love itself go able prevent ourselves and we picking them or we love one in the near future. So I will ask the technical team for Lego Plays video. That we listen to, I will come back, I'll open the phone lines. They will not tell me what on your take, and then we compare what they say to we own society them and we own people them, now we own community them as well. So I will allow the technical team to play play the video and I go sooner after the video.
And this is just yesterday.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. So something happened yesterday. I was leaving a radio station. I'm in my car, and I actually told my team. I said I was actually going to mention it. So I'm in my car, and one of my road managers sends me a message. He's like, "Yo, check your phone," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I check it, and there's a video, and I'm just like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Where did you get this from?" And he's like, I just got it like 20 minutes ago. And
this is somebody on your team?
Yeah. This video was sent to him. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to call it a sex tape, but it's a tape of me and the person I'm dating right now.
Ay, ay, ay.
And it got out.
Has that ever happened before?
No.
No, I mean, has anybody ever sent you something of you?
No, this is the first
time. Have you seen this tape? Is this something you knew?
Yeah, it's recent. So it was like, I think last month or maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. So, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I know.
So you're in the middle of like crisis right now. No, that's crisis. That's not a small thing, baby. Like for a woman to have, and you have a son and you have a career and you have a...
So
I mean, you seem very like calm and okay, but...
Yeah, because I like... So I said, the first thing I got off the phone and I sent it to my manager and she was like, oh my God. And I'm like, what are we going to do? So the person's asking for money now.
Of course.
So.
Is it the person you were dating?
No. And he's going crazy too. So I'm like, what are we going to do? And my manager's like, well, how much are they asking for? So I woke up and I was like, no, I'm not. Because I pay it now, and then 2 months down the line, you're going to come back again, and then 2 years, and then who knows, even if I do send you the money, you probably would release it anyway. Like the fact that I'm not going to allow anyone to blackmail me for doing something that is natural. I can't even wait. This is the first time I'm having an interview with you and I'm talking.
No. I mean, listen, this is what you're going through in your life right now. Sometimes this happens. It's all right. We can talk about it. Then we can talk about something else if you want. But you can't not. I'm assuming that the reason that you're even sharing this is because you want to control the narrative.
Yes.
Has no part of you wanted to like pay for it?
No, because that to me is like, that's what's making me even angry. Like, no, you're not going to do that to me. Like, if you want to put it, like, I'm that crazy, I could put it out myself. Because you're not making any money from this. This is an intimate moment with someone I'm dating. It's not. Is the person you're dating somebody that's like famous too? Or no. Okay, so it's a regular guy and his whole business is about to be in the street? Yeah, and his thing is,
How's he dealing with that?
But he's more concerned about me because he knows that I'm going to get. And for me, it's like not my parents, because my dad passed away recently.
I'm so sorry.
Too, so thank God he doesn't have to see that. But my mom having to see this, my son, what
are you going to tell your son? You have to at some point talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him, like, and for me, it's even later on, like when he's about 15 and someone's just trying to be, rude to him in the playground or in school or something and be like, your mom said, like, I just have to brace him up.
Well, you have had such a long career and this has not happened to you before.
No.
Has anybody ever tried to like...
No,
I'm wondering I guess I'm asking this because I'm wondering if it's somebody in proximity to you.
No, it's not. It's
that, because how could they get it from your phone, from a computer?
So what happened was, like, the person did it on Snap and he posted it by accident quickly and then he deleted, but then someone caught it before he deleted it.
So it's a little short piece.
Yeah,
it's not like
short.
A full.
No, it's really tiny, but it's me. It's out there. Like, it's going to be out there forever. There's probably going to be memes and crazy stuff.
Is this what's going on in your head? I'm wondering, because how long ago did you find this out?
I just found out yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Did you sleep last night?
No, because I'm just thinking, like, it's gonna come out, and we're trying to stall them. But so I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna get ahead of it, own my narrative, and own up to it, because I'm not ashamed of it. It's just someone I'm dating. I'm not cheating. He's not cheating. We're grown.
So how are you preparing? You know what I'm saying? Like mentally preparing to have to deal with. It's going to be very noisy for you in the next. Because do you even know? Are they threatening to when this is going to happen?
So now they're saying to pay up, but that's why I'm talking about it, because I'm not going to pay up.
I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah, so you're going to put it out regardless, I'm sure. And for me, it's like, why now? Like, when the music is so good, like there's so much, and I don't want this to overshadow what I have going on. I've worked so hard, not just me, like my team, they all have to regroup, and I feel a little bit embarrassed, like, God, like nobody wants that of them, like like I keep looking at the video, I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like my fans, my family, friends, like people are gonna see that side of me,
and there's gonna be people, and this is, I don't mean to seem malmenos, but there's gonna be people that are gonna think, oh, this is a publicity stunt, or this is you're gonna get that type of comment just because that's just the nature of the beast of the internet.
No.
But wouldn't be worth it for you at this point in your career.
No.
Like, why now?
And if it was, it would have been a clearer, much sexier underwear. Like I would have gone all out. You know what I mean?
Lighting?
Yeah. My face would have, like, because my face is like it's not cute. I would have made sure like I was looking cute. But yes, I can't. I would have made sure like I was looking cute. But yes, I can't believe it's actually happened to me. Like, I feel for my fans, because they're gonna have to be defending me, and it's easy
your
for
fan
me.
base is strong though.
And I can switch off my phone and have someone else run my account. I don't have to see that, but they're gonna see that, and they're gonna feel like they want to protect me.
You want to say, like, what would you say to them then do that? Just
to let it go, like ignore it, like, because I feel like they're going to want to protect me, but I'm good. It's an intimate moment. I didn't want it out there, and
but you also
I cried. I was like, oh my goodness, this is, I don't know.
But you also don't want to be extorted.
No.
Yeah, I get that.
No.
Talk to me about your relationship with your fans, because even the fact that you're worried about them having to defend you, and you have like 13 million followers or something like that. What do you like attribute to that connection to? Because clearly there's a real connection there.
I talk to them a lot in my DMs. And they feel like they're very connected to me. I'm one of those artists that's just very open. Like, I had a very open divorce. I'm very vocal about stuff. Not that I want my business out there, but when it is out there, I address it. I don't kind of like go quiet and pretend or lie or have my PR say, oh, because some people are like, we could just say it's not you, and I'm like, why? Like, that's stupid. It is me. Like, so my fans love that about me. And I've had a crazy year. I lost my friend, my very close friend, 2 months ago. Or 3 months now. My dad passed away 2 weeks after that.
That's tough. When something like that shifts you that much, it's like,
I was just like, whoa, if people can just die like that. My dad's gone, my close friend's gone. Like, I'm just like, I just want to live and just have fun. So I'm like, I'm going to go to Ghana with this new guy I just started seeing. I'm going to get drunk. And this is where I landed.
This will pass, though. This will pass. So. I know it sucks, and what a pain in the ass. Who wants to deal with that?
Yeah.
But it will pass.
I hope so.
And you know what I mean? You just gotta focus and push forward. I mean, I don't know what else you can do. Like, you can't fight it. You can't.
I know.
I mean, you can you? Can you arrest? Can you press charges? Can we sue somebody? What can we do?
I don't even know.
Is there an organization we could call?
I can't believe you guys promised me you're not gonna watch it.
Poor thing. I'm thinking she's happy. She's got all this stuff going on. She's music, and then you never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah.
And on any particular day, no matter
what. Because I was just quiet in the car, and everyone was just like, because I'm looking at my phone, and my assistant's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like in my room. We were supposed to go out yesterday. We were leaving LA, but we were supposed to.
And have you called your mom yet?
No.
You should call her before the interview airs.
You think so?
Yes.
We have a family group. Me and my brothers, yeah, like a WhatsApp like family group.
Yeah, well.
So do you think I should just put the video
No,
in there?
stop it. Will you stop it right now? No, you can't do that. But you don't want her to find out the hard way. You want to tell her you're dating somebody, and
she's African, guys.
Okay, but she's still gonna be African when the tape comes out. You can't stop. I can't. You can't protect her from it. It's just. Or are you hoping it goes away?
She's gonna see it, but we're never just gonna talk about it.
Oh, that's a way to handle it.
We're just like, we're just never.
But what happens when her friends call her?
That's between her and her friends. I'm
never gonna discuss it.
I can't. I'm her baby. Like, my brothers are older than me. I can't tell them. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Let's draft something. Let's write a letter or a text or a note. You have to tell her before it comes out. You can't let her find out like the common public. Like, no, you can't do that. You have to prepare her.
When is this airing?
Well, maybe we need to hold it until you talk to your mother. If you need me to hold this
live,
I could hold this interview till you talk to your mother.
No, we can't, because they're threatening me.
So it can happen at any moment.
Yeah.
All right. So when we wrap up this interview, you got to call your mom. You have to.
I can't.
Do you never have tough conversations with her? Never.
No,
you just ignore everything. You avoid it.
I'll send her a text, but you have to tell me what I'm going to send.
I thought you were going to say I have to tell her. No, I'm not telling her. She'll hate me forever.
You write it down, like what I need to. How would you want someone to break that to you? Like
you would have to say, I'm dating somebody and I got a little careless.
Yeah.
Because, listen, you know the day and age we're in. If you tape something, you're always putting yourself at risk that it comes out in the world. So, and your mother's going to think that. So you're going to tell your mother, we got a little careless, I was dating and they're trying to extort me.
All right, from now. Again, thank you very much for hanging in there with me. And I know say we know one for turn this show about Tiwa Savage, but we find some things a little into and deeper than just the surface. And I believe say most of we don't discuss about the life of celebrities. I pick up some couple of things at the video where put me on the fence. At the middle of the audio, I mean the interview where about how it be that part we talk about say the ordinary guy, celebrity, not just an ordinary guy, normal way. Like thirdly, I think he talk, they point to the guy and say, una promise me to not go watch the video, begin to laugh, make it like a phone. So I then side away and look at the thing again, for look at the cultural side of this, and also because first I say, okay, well, maybe the guy now somebody don't get so many questions here where it left me once. First, is it the way they talk say, well, if not stunt if I'm on, if I don't make me face fine, look where make me face all this and that. Again, at this point, me if he did that scandal more, a way too comfortable more than the lady itself with the interview. He did in control of this interview, like he get the answer to everything, not even stutter. Like this not even bother him. The question is this something like even common among them? That's what they do all the time. And it make me beg the question, say, now them people are we begin to look as a role model in the future. They interview they out. They see how this make them so common, like this is nothing anymore. So when they talk about culture, we talk about morals, we talk about this. So when we begin out to a certain age, that we culture a more but we're able to cover or we will carry them go forward for make them judgments here where I would expect them to make. Thirdly, I look at Tiwa now, UK he grew up. We begin with the kind born at the Western life and with the Western world, and now the type of combine the African culture. We begin in Africa, they look at them and I say, life relates. Now this, then it seems like everybody now just to work around naked any other they want, which is not reality, which eventually make them become in Salone or other parts of Africa, just they expose themselves to everybody now because they feel saying that's normal. So it left me with so many questions and answers because again, it might just be say it's just too bold enough that a step ahead of this person here and say you're not going to put me down. But at the same time, it make me look back say, I want to believe you, but you way too calm for this interview, or like you way too controlled. Like, is this still a publicity stunt? Or the boyfriend and because an ordinary guy, he just want to make money out of him. There's so many questions that we need to ask. But all until put them back into take up off celebrity out of and look at we serve our young family. Even we serve what is about so. Because we serve us are not immune to this. I mean, a young person are going for spice me relationship, are going for do something different. What you are able to learn from them here. Like what they talk say, cell phone no guarantee. But we know say these days more than 70% of the activities in our cell phone they do. More than 70%. And the other caller says something very important. The people who they trust. Where in a relationship, you trust somebody. You just feel somebody will just get phone. Then later come out. So many questions here than the answers. So but at least we get some callers then. I bring them caller them in so as we go. And also we get about 45 more minutes. So as we go, we will able to find solution and ideas about how we will put in here, because it's not just about Tiwa. Tiwa happen to so many ordinary people. It going to happen to so many more going forward, because sex tape thing, even our young society or young cultures in overseas and Salone, now it's in. And where it can people and is so happy for sharing. Like then the audience that don't also open the door for somebody for extort you. Because if I tell you, say, if I release your tape, the whole world for here. So you got for end up now for who pay money you're not supposed to pay. Is it okay for pay? Or is it okay like for do it in Tiwa say you do not pay? Or is it something that even they into for making album sale? I left the question to you guys. Lord, bring the next caller in. Good evening, caller. What name was the call from, please?
Yeah, Mina Jeremiah, I will not call. I don't quietly and look at this interview. I want to make it very clear that that lady, Savage, I take for free, not irresponsible for what they go through. Because if you look at in body work, if you look at in reaction, that in fact, like that's something where it like where it happen. They look at yes. They look at the woman with the interviewer. The woman, in fact, the woman even looks a little bit scared, you know. It looks shame, but now it do it make like say this thing are just not nothing. You understand? It make her look at her and say, you see, what a lot of women they go through in kind of disgracing themselves. Now that kind of woman they are. This don't make like when my colleague they try for show me this thing, they try for blame squarely on the man. But when I don't get it, you cannot get this part of the interview. Now the sex tape itself. But I want to let you know, say, this lady here, it gets 80% responsible for what happened. And in religion, you can say, they say what they call so tied. She has been so tied to the guy. Even when I'm in a celebrity or whatever entertainment it is, it get boku money. Maybe because the time for asking a colleague, say, well, but he get money past the guy or the guy get money past her. So even if he get money past the guy, like this guy, now his favorite, is so tied to her now. They look at her and say, not to the guy responsible. But I want to tell you, say, the guy is responsible. Because the guy don't read them. The guy is very smart. He don't read them. He don't find out say, this he don't go crazy. So let I use this. And you look at the response where it's a manager. What is sent to a manager? How a manager respond. That is say, there's a game. Either they be one for let give a game, he not agree. And what this guy don't come now, they don't look at us and now they get the lion's share. So they find way for what is a farm. So they might take in phone because you get aid then where they get access to your phone. If they go to the bathroom. Okay, don't forget my phone. As you look at it, I'm all pop. And for the fact that I want for to tell it might not be the guy where video the thing. Now instantly go to video. Because I watch the video, the way they react like now example now just don't do back there. So I don't compare or two. the way I look at the video and the way they react, they answer that to my question. In the final that woman, they look, feel for him, but even feel for himself. And at the judge, they beg, dear, any parents that what they watch this thing, what they listen, will not even let this interview, let una ga pick and listen to her. Even in fans, wouldn't you picking way na be fan to her, let not even listen to her because they even sell the picking now. It's not a very good model, a role model in our society. I disgrace to him. I'm sorry. Why I said woman that because me mama not raised me that way.
Thank you very much, caller. Can I get the callers there? Call. And the callers will come in now faster. Good evening, caller. With the name, will say the call from, please.
Sorry. Me mama not raised me that way. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, caller. With the name, will say the call from.
Yes, my name Bendo. I call from Kansas City. Hello, Mr. CEO.
Yes, ma'am. What now you take on this on this topic tonight, ma'am?
Okay, maybe you say some things and they will all they miss and this whole saga will they go on. Let we not forget say the era where we day in it change, it move. And let we all understand, say, if you go back and look, the Kim Kardashian, what make them popular, what make them big, a lot of them people, they're celebrities there, what them give them even more fame than what they currently do. Because Kim Kardashian also it not been that big until this wonderful sex tape come out. Okay? So me not go rule her out for say this lady not so that it is try for do. I'm not gonna rule down the out. Because even when you listen to when you watch the interview, I mean, for somebody where if you feel say really this not a big deal, if she's upset about it, I know they see that for them. So I might be wrong, but for we in young culture, we will come on other parts of the world. I mean, Nigeria not far from Sierra Leone, but let we understand say some of them things are where people then they do. It left to the individual what you choose for do as a person. Let you just watch what you they do. I mean the cloud they talk now the cloud not in other way not private as long as you put them out there is recorded is taped. Even this conversation with me to the get if it comes say I say anything tomorrow where they want for hold me foot to the fire. Trust me, it is on side where they go pull them and listen to them and say me die or we all come on at the face of the earth. It go there for evidence. So no be oblivious to the fact say the information they are not there out there. It's out there and they can hold on to it and hold we responsible for them. But at the same time, look the way we they dress now. Look the designer how they make clothing. You bobby them, you waist, you shape, I mean, if you go back 40, 50, 60 years, look how people let me dress. Really, so now me don't take down the look we move. Would I way still say down the private? If one for do them privately, let do them privately. But let really full itself say that's not going to be out there in the air one day or someday. It will. So let we just choose what we want to do and let we choose what we feel say right, so we know more as standard and let we go by that. That's all me get for say. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. And then we get the next caller. Good evening, caller. With the name, say the call from, please.
Just choose what we want to do and let we choose.
Hi, good evening. This is Anonymous. How are they do?
No bad, how you do? What now you want to take on the topic tonight?
Fine, thank God. Me on take na that for people where they say they're not parents them and stuff like that or guardian. We I believe for say then get the responsibility for put responsible people them into the world. If you want you begin for represent you, you want you begin for not change your family and your responsibility for teach them and prepare them for the world. So it will go out there and become a responsible adult. But this case where they discussed about Tiwa, and she's an adult, she's a celebrity, and it in the entertainment industry. And we see, I think about a year and a half or 2 years ago, when Ian Will's kid, they have like this popular video that people were even making comedy out of, how the video was just so explicit. When men see it, they go crazy. The scenes, they were like, ooh, all sexualized and all that. So this thing don't lay out there. I have not seen the sex video, and I don't want to see it. But at the end of the day, we have to understand that she's a grown woman, and when you don't raise you picking them, when you don't raise somebody for become a responsible adult, sometimes you don't control what can happen, like the aftermath of all that. Some people, they go and they're innocent. Maybe she was just having fun, and then somebody record them, then they come out there, it's wrong. Maybe she has an idea, it's wrong. But either way, the parents, then you get the responsibility for raise you picking the way where you want and for let you go. And we get in this society, we get some top Muslim families, and we get some top preachers where they don't do everything for teach them, picking them the way about life. But at the end of the day, something just they happen, wait said, and they come in, and you just hear some nasty scandals about something, and you don't know what to do with it. So long we not take too deep into this, we get men them in a society we love porn. The porn industry, now billions of dollar industry. Some of these people that are calling, some of these people that are criticizing right now on their phone, then get their favorite porn websites, then where they watch, then get their favorite things, and what then they do. You know, some of these men, they have their own pleasures and stuff like that. Some women, they do these crazy things. This is the world and the society that we are living in. But if you're raising a child, it is your responsibility to teach that child and say, my love, sit down, let me talk to you about life. Sometimes you're going to go through stuff that you cannot control, but the way you handle the situation is going to affect the rest of your life. And I love the way Tiwa handled it. Because some man, they feel now for say, it go be so paranoid, it go be so crazy about this, and go jump over a bridge. For what? She handled it well. If the person be mean for really cause them a heart attack, then they fail, because she handled it well. It just showed that nonchalant, don't give a damn attitude about the whole thing. Like, whatever you want to watch, if you want to sit there and watch my sex video at your pleasure, watch it. That's on you. Why people are not going to just say, you know what, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to be a part of this. But the same people that are talking are the ones that will sit there, watch it, and then forward it to others to see. They love it. They get pleasure from it, and they sit there. They even enjoy it themselves. So long we stop for being hypocritical. If you're going to raise your children, raise them right. Put responsible adults out there into society. But also know for say, they control the narrative of how them picking and their life they turn. You can't control it. You're not going to know. Some picking are fully Christians, them well behaved and all that. But sometimes they're just doing something and somebody get camera, window for them, boop, then catch them. And they record it and send it out there. We don't control those things. It's just sex. And everybody's having sex. Go have your sex and enjoy your life. That's my thing. I'm sorry if I went too far, but I love you all. Thank you for listening. Bye.
That's right. This is a discussion. There's nothing we call too far around here. So thank you very much. Let me get the next caller. Well, that's a nice contribution though. Next caller. Good evening, caller. Then the call from, please.
Wow. Good evening, Mr. CEO. How are you? Fadima here, please.
Yes,
Join. Yes, I enjoy the conversation. It's a conversation where we get to talk about sex, because in Africa culture, it's taboo to talk about sex. We're not we picking them, people tell their children stories. Then children, we act like we're perfect. What we did, they grow up, they act like we're not this perfect person. And we are all humans. We make mistakes. Are the young people, then they talk, oh, are you men you picking? It takes the grace of God these days, which you picking. It takes the grace of God, because there are many factors out there. There are many things out there. We watch TV, you open TV, you go to a magazine, you go to Now gas station, you go see magazine, you go to supermarket, you see the shelf, what sell, what thing they put in at the top, within a high level, is sex. Okay, then they talk about you are just like complacent and whatever. I feel like say you do that. I think she's taking control of the situation because she has done it. It's out there. What is she gonna do about it? Cry about it? Except for keeping head up because he don't do what he do. The person that she trusted for gets this moment with decide for be a dog and put it out there. But then if we remember. Long time where camera they not been there, man them when they sleep with woman, then they go tell them compliment them, then they high five themselves. So everybody they go try. So it was a thing that was there, but we not been get social media where they put her out there. But and you talk of the pastor and the imam them picking them where they be prostitutes. This is all rebelling. These children rebel because they look at it now. Now I'm an adult, you can't control me. It's all about control, and parents get for. Then therefore men that begin with love. We have to pay attention to our children. We don't pay attention. We got to teach them. We got to talk to them daily reminders that these things are out there. If you do this, this is what's going to be. And now then job them when they do when they check your background. They go into those social media things. It will come back to haunt you. That's what you got for just to remind them and guide them. But we cannot control what they do. Even 13, 14-year-old picking them, they go on internet, they go into these porn sites, they go into these perverts out there trying to pick them up. It has been happening, man as well as woman. So for Tiwa, to me, I think she handled it well. Because if it's her body, yes, it might be shameful, but then it takes control. Say, I cannot give power to this pervert that decided to break the trust. What we two, we don't agree as adults for have pleasure and have fun. This is 2021. And social media is the cost, is the blessing. Anything you do, you got to be careful. We teach our children, even us as adults, everything we do, we have to be reminded, hey, sometimes this is what they do. So if you don't say you go shame for the way, come on, I do not want to private because you don't know. You don't trust people. You don't trust me. So you have to be very careful. And that's what we teach our children. Continuous teaching, continuous mentoring. Yes, they watch us. They see what they do, then copy from what they do. But then sometimes the child can go far left. It's all rebellion. Because sometimes they look at it like, you think you can control me? I'm going to do this just to annoy parents. It's part of teenage years. It's part of growing up. It's part of life. They do it. And these imams and pastors, they went and Pekin and TV decks in Pekin did that. It's all rebellion because they don't pay attention to their kids. Then they put God work. Then the one where God assigned to them, they get congregation, they forget about their families. They neglect their families at home. Try to say, now God work and they do, now God work and they do. The one where God entrusts in you, Pastor Ibele, you don't get time for them. You just be speak, you just say, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do this. So when they go off, what are they going to do? They're going to experiment. They're going to make you mad. They do it sometimes deliberately. It's a rebel against parents. So it is us as parents. It is not easy. It takes the grace of God. I remember when we became every day, we go college. I was like, don't do drugs. Make them not make so. Not go make them do so. I remind her every day. She said, Mama, I'm an adult. Go find something to do. They will tell you that. But you just keep reminding them and no command them, but talk to them. No, now have conversation. They should be able to come to you. Watch your kids. It is not easy. It is not an easy world we're in right now because everything is just a click away from the button. It's there. Sex sells. I'm sorry. That's what it is. You think they're going to look at India Nari. When India Nari been the top of in game, they wanted her to sing all that stuff, but she refused. She walked out of the industry. If they're making record them, they don't buy it that much. Like I be the top where we begin, they say, oh no, it's not so you get for doing, you get for make so you get for. That's why a lot of these stars are on drugs. Because the pressure of doing things that they're not comfortable with just because of money. It's all about money. So the morals are going out the window. So it's the norm 2021. So that's all I get for other parties. So thank you all. God bless you. Good show, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. And we get another call on the line. Good evening, call out. Anyone say the call from, please. Okay, so I lost the caller. So A very good discussion. I know say sometimes it's painful because we're not used to them. Um, Sometimes because of the culture, we know how to we're open to, but we live in a different world now. The world is changing rapidly now we are, and we say for try for follow up with them and keep up because we picking up the bond area is different from your own area. Like how we may different from parents and area, we begin different from your area. And this cell phone we don't come now, the culture, social media, we picking left in Africa, I see exactly what's in the happen all around the world. Picking left now, I see what's in the happen everywhere around the world. Then they see somebody as a role model from anywhere now. This person, I want for be like him, I want for guest like him, I want for talk like him, I want for behave like him. When you come into this life, because now we talk to, I don't know if some of you don't want a celebrity party or in the children party. If you don't go to a celebrity party, you go notice that two things today: drugs and alcohol, which lead to crazy sex. Okay, drugs and alcohol, which are the lead to crazy sex. And these days, where you're gonna on the internet, which everybody get access to, because at the young age now, we don't go picking themselves, we don't give them access to the internet. You see all kind of porn, and just like what my other sister say, we the man that we talk to, most of we indulge in it. We get time, we let go woman to get provocative, we let go get sex. So it's like how we go make the balance now. One for one for raise the holy people there, but we never live the holy life. Look up to, then say one for please them fans them, because even the celebrities say one for please we the fans them. Then say they go the extra mile for become extra sexual, for expose more so that to go buy the album them and be closer to them and follow them. If they become God, we not go follow them. Even the irony now, even when some of them married, you go find out as soon as they married, don't lose fans. Because I know some of the male celebrities, the way they tell you they married, the plenty of talk so, oh no, wife or go married. I mean, like I tell you what I don't mind, not like her again. So this is a product we're asking for. Unconsciously, we ask for the product, but we then give the access so no one tell. So we got to ask ourselves, what are we longing for? So then here now, we the ask for them. Do we know that? And they still they said for we don't picking them because no matter how we do them, we picking them for follows path. So waiting our own job now as parents them. They call it quick anti Fadima say, that's true. You go put all that you have to put into your picking. At the end of the day, they get for make their own judgment when on go. Most of this day and we pick turn 18 if you don't become an adult. They didn't listen to you anymore. And we all know you get picky when you say that teacher, we know that age group. That pressure, the peer pressure. They get for this certain way, they get for this certain way. And then continue in a way, 18-year-old man can I also can't keep it warm. We know say we back in days when they go to secondary school, close to 30, say not gonna apply and will say I can't see you picking. Then at the age of 12, 13 picking, but boy then if they kind of use says I can't see you girl picking, that's when they talk na ipala. Are we ready for this culture? Or we just stay behind? Because if when you are Tiwa grew up in the UK. Not to Africa, it grew up. Now music, they go back and forth, but now UK, it grew up spend most of in time. They end up go stand up go sing. So, which culture more in link to us? This really, I think, saying that a really tough topic, but we need with them. We need for educate ourselves. We need for open up. We need for break some barriers. Some way open future not go kick easily, but go for kick them up because they picking the grow up rapidly and they grow up faster. In this country, they see 15-year-old picking. You look everything about sex. They know everything about sex. And at that point, they're not even want to listen to you anymore because they feel they know more than you. How we go to keep up with them? Within our own role, how we see those we not go overboard because again, another thing we I forget for talking now. We as Africans and the way we approach we picking back, we have to realize it's different. We begin to see we like say we too hard, we don't know for because I don't know because of the culture, we not sabi talk now Allah with the Allah. This is another thing back where picking them grow up now, they find it difficult to get conversation with we as a parents because we not sabi get a session like our white man say they will put them picking the low we sit on low we talk. We not sabi that we get a temper problem as African parents because we expect to begin to be perfect. So what we see that they are involved in some acts, in a piece we have so much that we don't have for control, we want to talk to them. Eventually that can cause them for rebel against we. Because in the future they're not going to talk to we. They will feel so we then can approachable. What we need for do as parents and for make sure say we learn, because in most African home I go tell you say me na Africa person not change me way for no picking. They will not say that point you have plenty. And eventually, then PK go find out somebody else, go find somebody else as in some person and cause for talk to, and that person will not even get the best interest or not. So, what thing we need for do? I don't care for blame this on any or anybody in parents, because like I say, well, I don't see plenty grown folks in a Salone community where they video and they leak out, then video them out. Why don't they leak them out? We see they get out of the video and leak them out. Follow being we step down, or some people and then they do and or some people they do it because they're a victim. Then why make the question? Why would they victimize themselves and fumble them? Waiting the commodity. Because don't find out say sometimes the way you visit the victimizer, then video take 20 people in celebrity, you get extra money because the people that now with this tape now, no club money or savage will go with that club money floor. I tell you, say this album where it with Brandy, you have to go platinum just because of this tape. So it's hard. It really hard. But we forget the conversation. Now we need to upgrade with software as Africans them, because the beginning of software probably don't different from you. Because even they want them back home, we they see them say they're not civilized, but now every beginner Salone, then it's called latest cell phone, women also be called safe. They all want the latest cell phone, they all want the latest bag, they all shoes. Women also be even and the work safer than I am. I don't sabia for where you call it 15-year-old picking a Salone, you call it 16-year-old picking a Salone, because when they see on TV, they feel say this is the life. They want for be that celebrity. They want for wear that clothes with Nicki Minaj, they want for wear the clothes with Tiwa Savage, they want for wear the shoes with Nicki Minaj be the way for because now the society will leave everything on social media, all for brag, all for boast over everything and gets. We picking them one time. And they all want for because now every picking they call on Salone, we see don't put put camera before I'm now it act like celebrity. All man on TikTok now, man as TikTok celebrity. Eventually they all begin mimic their lifestyle here. What you can go back to sexual behaviors. If I say they wear clothes, then the clothes for tap now you need. Now if they up to you grown, if you're not grown, you know you munku. So I got one caller in. Let me bring this caller in. Good evening, caller. What name say the call from, please?
Yes, Mr. Caroline, me again, sir. I forget this one what we want to add to the conversation. Our men, our men, then at the diaspora, they have this habit. Them picking them a Salone. Okay, this is reality. They have groups, they get WhatsApp group them. Where them man then they pick up them picking them, then they send money for them, they picking them, they tell them what they picking they want for let them do. Then they exploit young girls because of poverty. They picking them, then get for eat, then get for where they call. If you send $50 for them, $100 na boku money, $50, but how much you send for them, and so then they perform. What you want see, what you want make them do, then they do. These are grown men. We get picking them, we get grand picking them. Inside, I know of America and I know of the diaspora that they exploit our women. Then they exploit women, and these are the type of people then where you see the responsible men them. Responsible man them. We get family, we get also you see in a society. But go look at their phone then at WhatsApp. Go look at their phone there whether they make them young picking them. Young picking, they're all perverts. I'm sorry, not they all, but the one that way they do them, they are perverts. And they get this sick witted and concept. It is about exploiting women, all because these girls are poor. They're looking for something to do because they send $50 for another 500,000 that day. They do that. Men, then their family, then they pleasure themselves with them video they wouldn't picking them. Then they say they do that. This is the nastiness that they do on social media when they exploit the picking them. And the world now, it is not, we're not used to it. But when you see it and when you know it, you be like, what is this? These are grandparents, some of them picking them, big past them picking them. They don't begin get grand picking them, but they're doing that to young people picking them. So this means now the trick the way they don't do, not to see them beginner. Because decent person, not they go exploit another person just because for your own pleasure. That's what they do. So I mean, just want to put down the ad back say a lot of these men in the diaspora, they have young girls when they pick and then social media group them when I done it and the day for. And when they come, they get holiday. Whether they come, they don't pick which one they want, which one they don't want. You know, these are the things that, you know, we culture. But this not to today begin. It just be sent out video day now for video and for record them. But don't say whether they do them. And that's wrong. But this is the culture. So as a parent, you keep mentoring your kids. You keep talking to your kids. Constant talking. Sometimes, if you know say you picking, una not able for meet up, una go therapy. They have therapy here. Go talk. I remember when my daughter was 14. He said me just a kind of room privacy. We go therapy. He said because I be want to make that harder. I started becoming my mother on my child. Because my mama was this authoritarian dictatorship. But I didn't like it. I remember I didn't like it. So I changed my way. Let me friend my daughter. My daughter is going to be 30 in next month. And I not say I get perfect daughter, but I tell God thank you. And I constantly the reminder. That's what we do as parents. We guide them. And we hope for the best. And believe in God for the rest. But the world is dangerous. Keep reminding your children. And these men, they therefore exploit their young girls' sex. This thing called sex, they make us so, but no, we do it with dignity. But they don't do that. They exploit the young, they got them poor. Now poor, they make people, they do, them begin and they show them parts, then they do all kinds of things. Now poor, show me by, send me by. You said, tell them, say, send me your last seed. But I know they send their own, you and FPLA go, yeah. You said, tell them. If they tell them, send me your, so you said, tell you, because say, okay, you send your own to me. They're not, if most of them not go do it. But they want to make you send you, then they pass on to them, paddy them. And that's what they used to do. When they sleep with you, they go tell all my, hey, I don't get you, I don't get you. And they, na so. Then they high five themselves. So, you know, it is a conversation we have to have at our dinner tables because it's happening. And this is the life now. This is 2021. It's going to get worse later on. So that's what I want to add. Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And then we get another caller on the line. I'll bring the caller. And good evening, caller. And then we'll say the call from, please.
Concern from Australia.
Yes, sir. Concern. What are you going to take on this program tonight, sir?
A very good topic because at the end of the day, this is not the kind of world now where we live, and it's going abnormal, and especially with the introduction of the social media, it gets your advantage, it gets your disadvantage, and especially with the African men, them we get to be very look at the future when civilization go be so settled in Africa, when systems them go be done actually corrected, especially judiciary system. Even America today, look at R. Kelly, look at that Weinstein. Some of these people in those days when they do their thing, and the sexual exploitation, then they feel say the system not get for catch up with them. But look at where they are today, R. Kelly of all. You know, a time go kind of Africa when women they become bold for speak up and try for point out at people the way they sexually exploit them. And I believe say not differ again. Because at the end of the day, look at also the Catholic mission, the scandal we indulge into the Catholic mission. When you go back to Africa, you say the Catholic mission, look at the West. When women don't become empowered and bold enough or speak up, man, the way to exploit them for 50 years or 100 years ago. A time go kind of Africa, it will be the same. People look at, nobody anticipate, say, the Catholic mission of all. Women and go grab up, say, them point at fathers and say them, they sleep with them. But if you take that investigation in Africa, you go multiply that by 100 times of waiting the sexual exploitation, where it don't happen from the Catholic mission with sister and back home. And then they try to pick at the Catholic mission, but this now one institution where the world actually don't know, see now, then they into them, and then they're in a very a messy situation around the world. And how the Pope said they get out of it with the other laws that they get for put also in a challenge. So we look at this thing, we demand they get for be careful, because in the long run, there will be a time when you go be somebody, when African women, they become bold, and when they go be open up for speak up about people who exploit them. At the end of the day, we're going to be caught up. So now that Namion one no more. R. Kelly no be ever feel say the system no go ever catch up with him. But look at where he is today. With all in fame, one woman begin come, two women begin come, three, the number keep multiplying. You know, at the end of the day, look at now what he don't achieve, all in fame don't become scandalous. Now who that go expect again? So these are the situation. We the African men then today we will do it, we think we'll go free. maybe sometimes before you die, okay, you go free. But if you not die, sometimes the time go come where Africa women then go be start for speak up, especially the one that we reside in Africa. We go begin say, hey, Minister Excess or so sports when a principal don't lead with me. When that go begin happen as Sierra Leone on Africa, man, things go change. Just like the West. Nobody be anticipate say big people of this age look down at Trump when they catch up with I say in a locker room talk. You see, those are situations that will come up one day in Africa. And I believe that they anticipate say, not they fight again. Low we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Concern. I think we're not caller. I'm not sure, but if we get a caller, we can be the last one. If not, then that's going to be the last call for the night. Again, I want to tell. Okay, one more caller. So this one will bring this was the last caller in the night tonight. Good evening, caller. Tell me what's the call from, please.
Thank you so much. I really feel good for the callers. Then they come with some ideas. Then they can talk about it. It really like stimulates the brain. When the caller we just done for talk before you put me on, it talk about the system if the system catch up someday. Oh man, I'll be sit down. I they smile and at the same time I feel trouble inside because the reality of the matter is that the one thing we expect for changing the system we in the talk about, they are the people they're involved in exploitation. So how the system go change? How the system go change? The idea that we women for become bold enough, they are already bold. They're bold, but it's not they go nowhere. That's the problem. So the one that way would they look up to for later, change the system. Basically, for all we get judiciary system where they look to money, where they look to power, how it go work. Now that's not the problem. So when we look at all within they happen at within social media they do and all that, the only law way then they fight for put in place that the way it for protect them, way it for continue for enhance their power. That's all. They need to look at the ordinary Sierra Leoneans. I can't with them home. Africa too broad, because South Africa they ahead. I don't know if that because they accumulate out of slavery, I would say apartheid. Maybe because sometimes you don't wonder the white man whole and thing, but then put system in place. Look how they're able, take the president out of power. They drag him in court. But we use authorities then. We sometimes they conclude they not get no love for the country. When you get love for your people, then you will always strive for do something with like justice. And this one can only be done by a president who is ready for doing for we. I don't know if we will get up. So when my brother they talk about hopefulness of system in place, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully we will get that one day. Now that's no more. The one day we ready, where would they look up to for let them put the system in place, we go protect people. They are not there. They are the very one exploiting people. We then do that exploitation. We want talk, then they tell you if you not shut up, something will happen, and it happen. So we are the mercy of their authorities. Then, sadly, that's where Sierra Leone is, and we are way back.
All right, thank you very much, caller. All right, I think so I got a couple of minutes. Okay, let bring the last caller in. I will take the last one in. Good evening, caller. What name was the call from, please?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't listen to the program, but I know you one or two callers them. You understand? I want come from the point because, of course, concerning the men them and all, I not go able for. I don't want to be labor on that them foolishness and all because myself don't go na tongue. I can see some people them where people then get high respect for. They go na that beach area they with the pimp them for go get them picking in. But also a lot of times we let for make excuse for them picking there. begin to say poverty. Yes, there is poverty, but some of we will not come on a privileged background, but we may know what we did after. You understand? Some of who we sell bus of culture in our school, we sell sweets in our school for make enemies, ginger beer, we dey come out school. Again, some of my friends, the one member, they put sugar in their head and they go sell. But the picking there of nowadays, no, they know they do that handy. They say self, they get poor picking there because me get picking there when me the sponsor. We're not coming a privileged back, and some of them are the school fees they me they pay. Where I mentor them and they listen to me, they see me as a role model. Where if you see their lifestyle, and now they know they regret them. You understand? Even if na trade, now they go land because also all man it come for land book. Some of them are still they do so well and everything. Life is about choice. You understand? Some of them they want the Brazil, yeah, one time they think to say they kind of lifestyle and then all the people and then for la makata and on seriousness instead of them put the nose in them book there. They want to reach one thing, get the latest phone and all anything and did. So not all in all cases, whenever they say poverty, now they make them pick their deep and this kind of life here. Some of them they not get that satisfied mind. They can able for do them 2-3 business there. Even the way you then at their life, then they become me. What I'm in then at song that normally ended. Most of them and people the way they do anything and they then are older people there. And I see some of them they do they come up and they not get no way to way. After they don't get her, they open business, then do. You understand what I mean? Some of them things they are not choice. No, therefore they make excuse oh na poverty, now they make them they do that. They need to get contentment, they need to get empowerment to their right and put the nose side for this. You know what I mean? So now that's my contribution for this because I just joined late, you know, I'm not so waiting for that. So thank you very much anyway.
All right, thank you very much for your call. And this is going to be the last call for the night. Again, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show and up to the end of this show, then topic here is uncomfortable, but it's necessary for we engage in them. Engaging is share ideas then because nobody not get monopoly of idea. And then here it can happen to anybody. It happen to plenty Sierra Leoneans, them, plenty Africans, them, and people over here. So when they use them at the benefits, so when they use them for exploit other people, them. So when they use them for then go put you down. We get to find way how we prevent we safe and prevent we family them for make sure say that we do the best we can. You're not going to be prevented 100%, but let we just share idea how we will help for mitigate the problem. I tell now thank you to all my callers them and viewers them around the world without one reason of viewers. Continue for Askuna for will come every night doing the weekends. They do go for extended programs. They do the week as well as we go. But let we continue for share ideas of how we go move the country forward. We communicate each other. We're not going to see the same thing at the same time. At least let we get a dialogue. Let we just listen to each other. Let we share our ideas them. Somebody might benefit. Again, if I say I will take all them calls here because we don't almost hit the 2 hours. So yeah, I only get more minutes. Okay, I will just take one last one. That's it. I'm not able to do 2 because I only get 3 more minutes. So I've been the last call. I apologize, but again, I got for hit the 2 hour mark because the all I left. Good evening, caller. I will say the call.
Concern again from Australia. Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, I want to the line of that my sister we just last talk. I think you make a salient point. Sometimes it's not about poverty. I've seen people in the West, even Saudi, Australia, America. You see people from America, Australia, they call across women, they do video call to man them. And they get one saying poverty. Somebody in America, they call Australia, or somebody in Australia, they call America, they show himself to man. That one, they not to poverty again, no. They're carelessness. So sometimes you go say poverty, but this it happen on daily basis across the first world countries themselves. When woman they call money, they show themselves naked. They entice man them, you know. This is just not only Africa it happen. Even at the West, there people in the way get every opportunity. They work with good money. Some then are professionals, them everything. They do and to man them for entice them. So it's just about like this what they do, like public education. About if you go meet the wrong person where they video you, at the end of the day, the thing becomes scandalous. You don't put any repetition. At the end of the day, psychologically, emotionally, it lost the value and respect we got amongst the community. I believe that trend more we need for emphasize on. about how you go lost your moral value. People will get respect for you, no go they respect you again. Especially when they do that thing and they meet something at the wrong person, we go video you at the end of the day sometimes and phone point and go fix and somebody steal the video or carelessly not be ready for send out to a friend, you go send and it happen. Then what's up here? Yeah. Sometimes you want to send something in one group, at the end of the day, at the wrong group, you go send. And by the time you go say sorry, you want to go delete and people don't copy. So then at the danger again, we'll get a WhatsApp group, they will get a lot of group. Sometimes you intend for send to one group, automatically they go to the wrong group. So these are the problems they will face. So we just get for advice to sisters them and man them also all get for be careful. You get man them back with show them private part to woman them also. So this one advice not only to the woman them. So that's my own advice. Thanks so much.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And I want to listeners around the world now. Thank you. Wish you a happy weekend, and also we continue for pray for we leaders them home and abroad. They go and provide for the Lego, get a long life for everybody. Lego make them go be a very good leader for we send them forward. We say for the Naya at the West. We all know coronavirus still there, and we go protect we all and pray for back home for any kind of hardship because we know say right now the world not easy. We pray that and we all on our stay tight, be safe out there, and thank you all for your contribution. I ended up calling or call, I never and just watch. I tell now, thank you. You guys stay blessed. Without you, there's no viewers. And then if you they following at the Facebook page, the WhatsApp page, and sorry, if you're following at the YouTube page, the thing they come by screen. Okay, at the YouTube page, when we don't close the Voice of Salone TV, now we get a Voice of Salone network. So if you know the K3, just put Voice of Salone network and you can follow the page. Anytime will come up, you'll get notification. Thank you all again. Stay blessed and take care of your family. Until we meet again next week. Good night, everybody.